Alright, so yesterday I started with this. What this is known as the core. It's this hotkey switcheroo thing that this guy developed that basically moves, if you're left-handed or right-handed player, use your left hand on the keyboard, you have it over by the normal home row of a keyboard, ASDF, over in that area. He basically takes all the keys and moves them to the right. So you have your pinky on J, ring finger on I, middle finger on O, index finger on P. There's 3 different profiles. That's the medium-sized hand profile. So basically, I've done some research, read all this guy's tutorials, kind of posted in the forum a few times, and yesterday I started with it. Now today's my second day. Yesterday I spent about 3 hours just kind of getting used to injecting, selecting hatcheries. All the keys are different, so you can see, like, I'm in this thing. I'll show you how to get to this real quick. It's just in the arcade. There's basically 2 ways I'm going to practice this. One is that I'm going to play this hotkey little game, which helps you develop new hotkeys. As you can imagine, with every single hotkey being new to me, this is pretty important. So the way you do it is you just search, type hotkey. This is in the arcade. It's this one, Hotkey Trainer. There's another one here. It's got 1 review. Pibby. I don't know what that is. But just do this one. You can only have 1 person in there at a time. You can do it for Terran, Toss, or Zerg. You'll see how you switch between them in a second. So I'm basically just going to stream my progress through this over probably the next couple weeks, I think. I'm going to try and stream these little practice sessions, as well as the games. I'm a like fairly high diamond. I've been stuck in like pretty high diamond for probably like 2 years now since beta. And I'm hoping that by switching to a more efficient keyboard setup, I already have fairly fast APM and EPM. I run around like 110 EPM, like 220 APM. So I spam quite a bit, but EPM apparently is without spam, I believe, and that's still fairly high for high diamond. So I know that my mechanics are already decent, but that they could be better. So I'm hoping this will push me into Masters. That's why I'm doing it. So anyways, here's how this shit works. Turn this down a little bit. So you can click Terran, Toss, Zerg. I'm a Zerg player, so I'm only going to concentrate. That's kind of funny. Get out of here. Fuck's going on? Get out of here. Alright, so what this does is you can see these on the right. This little reset button that I just click to get rid of that stuff. So start with spells. So it says spawn an infested Terran. So keep in mind my fingers are on J, pinky's on J, ring finger's on I, middle finger's on O, index finger's on P. My thumb's sitting over near Control and Shift on the right hand side of the keyboard. So infested Terran. That's I. So you just press I, spawn an infested Terran, and it goes to the next thing, root. So it wants me to root this spine crawler. Press O, click there. Pretty simple. Now, I know what some of these are already. I know this is M, I believe, for transfuse. M's a little hard for me to hit with my pinky. That's another part of the core. Is he has this? I'll show you real quick. He's got this document. It's on his main page. I thought I had it. There we go. So it's right here. I would suggest bookmarking this because this can be kind of a pain to find. He hides it in here. There we go. So I'm right-handed, so I want the right-handed one. I guess you can't bookmark it. I guess you could save the picture though. Just put it as my fucking background. I got dual monitor. Maybe I will. It's pretty nerdy. My girlfriend's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I don't give a shit. I'm doing it." Oh, but I just did the wrong one. That's okay. Yeah. So that's small layout. I want the medium. So now if I do this, it's kind of fucked up with my taskbar though. Well, whatever. I only want to see it on my secondary monitor anyway. So I guess it'd be better if I just hadn't stretched it. I don't even fucking know how to do this on Windows 7. It's pathetic. I don't work in computers or anything. Ma! Ma! Fucking really? I'll just redo it. Just center it. Much better. Alright, so that's what it looks like right there. Make sure you can see this. Oh, no you can't. So that's what it looks like. So you can see Pinky. It's a little green shit. So these keys should all be hit with your pinky. I don't believe I've used B at all. So I don't know what B would be used for at this point. G is like a camera hotkey, I believe. So is Y. But anyways, so I don't think I've used T yet either. So all these other ones I'm pretty sure I've used though. These are more like control groups and cameras. Especially these ones. This one, this one, this one, and this one are control groups. And then these three are cameras. And these three are cameras. I believe there's also a document in here that kind of shows the difference between like what's used for what. Which control groups do you actually use for Army? Yeah, it's in this thing called he calls the core document. I actually did bookmark this, I believe. Changes highlighted. Yeah, I did bookmark this. So well, you know what? Actually, I don't know that he does have a document for that. This is kind of intimidating at first when you see it. It's kind of weird, but if you look here, like you'll need to watch his videos, his tutorials and stuff. These are all like the PLMM. That's Prodos left, medium size with mouse buttons. The with mouse buttons is, I'm sorry, not Prodos left. That's or yeah, I guess yeah. Where the fuck's large though? These are all medium. Weird, whatever. So that's Prodos, left-handed, medium size, middle mouse buttons. Middle mouse buttons are not necessarily middle mouse buttons, but the extra mouse buttons on your mouse. They call them buttons 4 and 5, I believe, on the side. So that's if you want to use those. I believe he uses them for like control groups. I don't use them. I have them, but I don't like clicking my mouse when I'm trying to be precise with my movements. Especially on the side of it. Clicking on the top is okay because you're pushing down and there's a table below your mouse, so it won't go anywhere. But if I'm pushing a button on the side of the mouse while trying to be precise in my movement, it throws me off. So I don't like clicking the mouse side buttons while I'm trying to move it precisely. That's same thing but right-handed. Here's left-handed without mouse buttons, right-handed with mouse buttons. So I'm going to scroll over to Zerg. And kind of forgot what I was doing. Well, anyways, this is a good document to look at. You want to watch his tutorial video. It's all in this Team Liquid post. Really good info in there. So I'm going to kind of get back to practice and let you watch me fumble through all this crap. So we'll start with spells. Get rid of that Thor because I hate Terran. No, just kidding. I actually just hate Protoss. I don't hate Terran. Why isn't that? No, whatever, who cares. Alright, so, because he needs to be able to cast something on the hatchery, duh. Alright, so remember, my pinky's on J, ring finger's on I, middle finger's on O, index finger's on P. So, transfuse, we already know that one, that's M. Hit it with my pinky. Fungal growth. So the thing with the abilities is O and J are almost always used. I don't know exactly why he kind of switches between them on certain things. I kind of posted something about that on the upgrades, but he hasn't responded to that yet. He's actually really good about responding, by the way. If you post in the post, he will respond, as well as a couple other guys that seem to be pretty active on the thread will respond to your questions. So give it a shot. Anyways, so yeah, you'll see neuroparasites M. So it seems to be like a running theme. O, I, J, and M are all the ability keys. I don't like M so much. Not sure why it's used instead of, you know, like J in this case. Like why that can't be J and that could be O and that could be I. I don't know. He probably has a good reason for it. It's really, really well thought out, and it seems like he's analyzed everything. So there's probably a reason, but in any case, I need to try and get better with my pinky anyway, so I'm not going to bitch about it. So fungal growth, O. Corruption, I. Fungal growth, O. Unload all, I. Inject larva, I already know that, that's I. Or I'm sorry, O. Burrow, I believe that's H. Yeah, so burrow is H. Kind of weird. Don't know why that's not J or O or I. Like I said before, I think some of the stuff's a little weird, but he probably has a good reason for it. If you wanted to know it, you could ask him. I'm sure he'd respond to you. Move Broodlord. Morph Broodlord, I believe that's O. Yep. Generate Creep, I think that's H. Nope, see, I forgot that one. M. Contaminate I believe. Yep. Unload I. Transfuse, M, unload I, contaminate I, root, creep tumor, whoops, neuroparasite, I think that's M, yeah. Explode, I believe that's I, neuroparasite, uproot, unburrow is U? No, O, yep, unload, that's I, fungal growth, that's O, Morph Brood, that's O. Unburrow, that's O. Neuroparasite M. Fungal growth O. Unload I. Unburrow O. Burrow H. Infested Terran I. Inject larva O. Generate creep M. Neuroparasite M. Burrow H. Corruption I. Uproot O. Morph Brood O. Infested Terran I. Fungal growth O. Burrow H, contaminate I, fungal growth O, unload nidus I, fungal growth O. So you get the idea. Like I said, this is only my second time in this map. The first time you saw was when I started the stream. I was in the game. I've been doing it for probably about 45 minutes total. It had been logged in longer than that, but I went and ate. I probably only sat here and did this for about 45 minutes, and I did mostly buildings and upgrades. So it doesn't take too long. This is a really, really good map. There's a guy, I actually found this map by posting in that thread, asking them about what good practice maps there might be for me to do, and one of the guys posted about this map. That's how I found it. So let's move on to research and upgrades. Adrenal glands. J. Oh, nope, sorry. O. Ground carapace. So this is the thing I posted in there on the forums. See if he responded to it yet. I wouldn't be surprised if he did. No, he hasn't yet. So basically, he's got I for the ranged, O for the melee, J for the carapace. J for carapace is fine. But for these two, I would flip-flop these, because it seems more intuitive to me to have the key that's on the left side be the upgrade that's on the left side. So that'd be I because I is to the left of O, and that'd be O because O is to the right of I.